こんにちは。現役選手として7回クーパーズタウンに
I've been coming to the Hall of Fame as a player 7 times, and this is my 8th time here in the Hall of Fame. And what an honor it is for me to be here as a Hall of Famer. This is just a very special moment. I was able to receive many votes from the writers, and grateful for them. There was one writer that I wasn't able to get a vote from. I would like to invite him over to my house, and we'll have a drink together, and we'll have a good chat. You know, I'm not able to answer that because other people voted me in, and other people decide how I was, and so that's a tough one to answer. And if I was up here saying, man, I changed the Hall of Fame, you would think I'm crazy. So, you know, it's still so new to me. Just got the call 21st, and you know, now I'm here. It's been so busy. You know, it's been hard to process. You know how what this really means, and I felt like maybe 5-10 years from now, I could look back and maybe we'll be able to say, you know, this is what it meant, or even when I'm past. But you know, this is something that I'm trying to process but I think I'm going to be able to do that once more time has passed, and I'll be able to realize what kind of impact it had on me and with everybody.
It's been a surreal, you know, past couple days, but excited to be here at the Hall of Fame. Excited to be able to call myself a Hall of Famer, to be able to go on with Ichiro and to be able to go on with Billy. Is really exciting. So I'm looking forward to this summer. Going into the off season, you know, I just heard all of the stuff that was going on, the turmoil in the Yankees clubhouse, and you know, I came from a place in Cleveland and Milwaukee where that was the most important thing, and it just didn't seem like it was that important there. But having a chance to talk to Cashman and you know, him explaining to me that's why he wanted me to come there, pretty quick, like 2 or 3 days into spring training. You know, me and Andy are running in the outfield. I get a chance to meet Jeter. We hanging out, and you know, the pitching staff. We're going to dinners. You know, we're going to basketball games together. So it didn't take long at all before I felt like this was the right decision to make. And you know, I'm just thankful for Cash that he, you know, was really persuasive, and super excited that I had a chance to play 11 years in the Bronx with that uniform on, and excited to have that hat on my plaque for sure. The one thing I remember about Ichi is obviously, you know, he stole my Rookie of the Year. But after that, 2006, you know, I'm kind of plugging along. I'm, you know, 6 years into my big league career, and, you know, me and Carl Willis are trying to figure out a put-out pitch. I'm trying to, you know, get a pitch. When I get to 2 strikes, I was throwing like a big loopy curveball. So we were trying to, you know, he was trying to teach me how to throw a cutter. And we went down to the bullpen in Oakland after a start, and he taught me how to throw his version of a cutter, and it came out to be this 82, 83 mile an hour slider that I was like, oh, this thing is awesome. Like, I'm taking this right into the game. And we go to Seattle my next start, and I take it to the game, and I get the 2 strikes on Ichi, and he hits it off the window. So then I'm like, oh, no, I mean, I'm getting outs with it, come back around his next at-bat, throw it to him again, first pitch, he hits it out again. So he was just, you know, one of the best players of our generation. Always loved battling him, and you know, 19 years of, you know, well, like you said, 10 years of competing against him and then being a teammate was always a lot of fun for me.
Going in and looking at the bats and you know, the lockers, you know, and just the transition of the game and how, you know, each step of the way it just made it so great, and to bring us to where we are today, you know. You know, it's fascinating just to be, like CeCe said, to be part of the history of this, and you know, but it just puts you into a really small space when you realize that you're standing there with the Mickey Mantles and Joe DiMaggio's and Sandy Koufax's. It really makes you feel humble.
You know, to sit out 10 years and have your career scrutinized and stuff, it's tough. The 10th year was to be expected, the toughest, but as I'm sitting here, it was worth it. So it's never been easy for me to do anything. So to get here in 10 tries, I mean, you know, it's a blessing. So yeah, it's really emotional. It's hard to sit through these things, but you know,
you know, I hope that people look back and they see the endurance it took to deal with these things, and I hope kids around see that there is a chance that you can get here, and it is possible, and you know the size and where you're from doesn't matter, and you know I think Pedro said it first, but you know if I can get here, anyone can get here, and you know I'm just very humbled, and so I think those 10 years makes you reflect on a lot of the battles you had to fight to get here.